The Boise State, Venture College, and Trailhead present highlights from the Survive to Thrive series.
It's just important to keep in mind that those folks are really busy and they have a lot of other stuff going on, other candidates they're talking to. So while students might not want to be pushy, you also want to make sure you're staying at the top of the pile and that you're interested beyond just filling out the application. So what I did both with my current job and then also with Vacasa is just send a friendly email with, just saying, hey, just wanted to follow up with you a couple of days after any of the conversations I had, ask them if they needed anything else from me, and providing them with that information if they asked it. And then also just moving yourself to the top of the pile, but doing it in a respectful and polite way, and understanding that you're really not that much of a bother because that's their job. That's what they're there for. So as long as you're polite and respectful, I think you're fine to do some good follow-up a couple of days after.
To give a little hiring manager perspective, I think that what really goes a long way these days is the ability to articulate and communicate your actual work and your role within that work. And while it still seems like the creative, whether it's UX or software developers tend to have portfolios, I do think that format and that kind of medium is a really good way to communicate your projects. And I've seen that more and more where candidates will have individual personal websites. And I do think that that's a really nice way to differentiate and bring to life something that one-page resume, which is still the format that's expected, for most applications, and a cover letter, it gets into way more detail. Hiring's a two-way street, and I remember coming out of school, you have your list of questions that you take into the interview. You need to be prepared to ask a few questions so you show that you studied up and you understand the company and that you're engaged in the process. But it's intimidating to ask. It's intimidating to try to, as someone fresh out of school, to interview the company as much as they're interviewing you. And I think that those practical portions and those transition periods are a nicer way to go about kind of dating before you get married. I've had defined projects and transition periods where it was, let's get to know each other and see if it's a good fit. I think that works just as well at my stage in a career, 10 plus years of professional experience, as it does right out of school.
Thanks for listening. While you're waiting for the next episode, feel free to contact us or follow us on social media.